What up, y'all? I'm back with another video. This video today is a little different. Today I'm doing a movie or TV review, giving my critique, my opinion. Before we even get into it, I want y'all to like, subscribe, get ready to leave comments and all those different things. If you like what I'm doing, show that love so we can get the algorithm going and, encourage me to do more stuff. I know people, it's crazy because no matter what you do, it's gonna be people, oh, where the music at? One of the craziest things to me is when people ask where the music at, you're not looking. I got music out. I've been putting music out almost every weekend. Put a lot of music out this year. We got a project coming out on October 24th. So if you're seeing this before then, get ready for it. If you're seeing this after then, make sure you go tune in because it's out now. It's called Social Proof. If you haven't been paying attention, it's an album that I'm working on with a good friend of mine named David Shands. It's a motivational album. What I mean by that is every single song is based around working hard, dedication, discipline, themes like that to help you get through your day. Just a little something different than, the dark, negative music that's out now that, it's fun to listen to at times, but sometimes you just need your spirits lifted a little more. You need that theme music to, get through your day or your week or whatever you're going through at the moment. So be on the lookout for that. But today's video, I want to talk about the Netflix series Monster. Gein, I think is how you pronounce his name. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. We're going to get right into it. And obviously there's going to be spoilers. So if you haven't seen it yet, feel free to skip this and come back later. But if you have seen it, I would love y'all opinions. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't finish watching it yet because I don't know if I'm gonna finish watching it. I was kind of disappointed by this show for something that might surprise you. I watched Mindhunter. I don't know if you guys seen Mindhunter. I think it was a HBO show, came out a few years ago, maybe even before the pandemic. And they had a few different seasons. I think it was 2 seasons. Incredible show, really enjoyed them. I didn't really know that I was into the whole serial killer genre or whatever. I don't think it's as much as the violence as it is being, I don't know if fascinated is the right word, but intrigued by things that actually happen, right? And around the time when Mindhunter came out, ChatGPT didn't exist. But unfortunately, and hold on, let me rewind again. The Jeffrey Dahmer Monster series was hard to watch. Definitely a one-time watch. I mean, I'm a one-time watch kind of person. There's only a few movies that I watch more than once. The Mask being one, Parasite being another one. Game of Thrones is another TV show that I'll watch over and over. But other than that, unless I'm showing somebody like Scarface for the first time or Paid in Full for the first time or Casino or something like that, I'm not going to watch movies more than once, except The Mask and Parasite. For right now, those are my go-to movies if I want to watch something over and over. But yeah, the Jeffrey Dahmer series was a one-time watch. Super dark, super gross. Not disappointed I watched it, but I don't even know if I needed to see that. It was cool, whatever, but the Mendez brothers couldn't finish that. I don't even want to get into it, but it just was a lot of stuff going on in there that I'm like, all right, I'm cool. At a certain point, it's just like, all right, y'all doing too much. And now the Ed Gein, like I said, forgive me if I'm not pronouncing the name correctly. And, I was watching this one, and this one's actually really entertaining to me. I love how it intertwines like Alfred Hitchcock and, all these different things. And, I don't know, for some reason it felt more like a fictional horror story versus like something that really happened. So a lot of the stuff didn't really gross me out or, you know, scare me or anything like that. Like it wasn't really disturbing to me. But the reason I didn't finish it, and I probably will finish it, but the reason I didn't finish it yet, I was watching the other night and there was a few things that happened, and, you know, I'll pause it or, you know, and if I want to get a drink or whatever, and I'll go on ChatGPT and I'll ask like, hey, did this really happen? And it'll say no. I'm like, all right, cool. By like the fifth or sixth thing that I asked, did it really happen? And it said no. I'm like, then what did this guy actually do? Like, I asked ChatGPT so many things from this show, if they actually happened, and none of them happened. The thing when he was with Alfred Hitchcock, and Alfred Hitchcock had the detailed model of Ed Gein's house, and that didn't happen. He didn't have a detailed model of his house. The drawer, when he opens the drawer and all the female, I don't know what I'm allowed to say on YouTube, but all the female private parts was in the drawer, the cut up thing, that didn't happen. What else didn't happen? He didn't kill his brother. He never wore his mother's skin. What else didn't happen? The babysitting, he never did the babysitting thing, never happened. The thing with the babysitter never happened. So when I turned it off was the scene where he had the babysitter in the chair and was taking the I don't know what words I'm allowed to say, but the DEAD lady with the hammer and trying to hit her with it, with the lady, you know what I'm saying if you've seen it. That didn't happen. So I'm like, bro, what actually happened? Like, why? First of all, what type of sick person do you have to be to think of all these things from your imagination? Then it's like, I looked up the crimes that he did. The only crimes that it said he did was he shot the lady in the bar, and there was one other murder that he did. But it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to understand the fascination with this guy to make up all this stuff. I don't know. It was just weird to me. It was just like, I don't know. I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, I'm happy that these things didn't happen because these are terrible things that should never happen. But it's like, I'm watching this show trying to get like, oh my goodness, like I'm creeped out and all this. And then I'm looking it up and it didn't happen. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. It's almost like when you listen to these rappers and they rapping about all this and that and that and that. Then you hear they went to Catholic school and, you know, they went to college and this, and they talking about they was selling drugs from 12 years old all the way to 18, and then they was the kingpin and this and that, but they was like the captain of the volleyball team or something like that. It's like, that's just the feeling that I had in the moment. So I'm gonna go back and finish it, but I just had to like, to be completely honest, I'm just trying to get more comfortable with making content, talking to the camera. And I was thinking, what could I talk about? And that was something that was on my mind. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a video about that. I don't know if I'll do any more reviews, movie reviews or TV show reviews. Maybe I will. I do talk to my friends a lot about movies and TV. That is a major, major topic that we talk about. So maybe I will do more of this. But I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, I'm just trying to make more content and just, you know, get comfortable making more content, get comfortable in front of the camera. And yeah, so that's what I got for you today. So far, I think I'm on episode 3. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving the lack of authenticity. At the same time, like I said, I guess it's good that these things aren't true because they're terrible things. But then it's just like, should I watch this? You know what I mean? It's almost like celebrating Christopher Columbus Day. Where it's like, oh, Christopher Columbus was this great guy. And then it's like, no, like, it's just like, if you're going to tell us a story, tell us the truth. If the person you're telling the story about doesn't have enough truth to make it interesting, go find somebody that has truth. It doesn't have to be serial killers. There's stories of, you know, you could do the monster thing on a lot of stuff. I don't want to, you know, get into no political things, but there's a lot of monsters out here, if you know what I'm saying, that, you know, that actually did do things that you can, you know, tell history and stuff. Don't waste my energy and my attention and time with nonsense. You know, let's give me something that we can actually learn from, that we can, you know, look at and you know, wow, this actually happened. This is wild. You know what I mean? But you know, at the end of the day, I'm not really too fascinated with these type of guys anyway. Like I said, the Dahmer thing was too much. Oh, so another thing, I asked ChatGPT, out of all of the monster series that they put out so far, which one was the most accurate? And they said the Jeffrey Dahmer one was the most accurate, which is crazy because he was doing some things that I wish I could erase from my mind. You know, and like I said, the Mendez joint, I turned that off. I don't even remember. I know they was doing some stuff in that thing where I was just like, cool. I turned that off for the same reason I turned off, what's that show that everybody was going crazy over when people was at the hotel? Baby, what's that show called that I couldn't watch? The one with the hotel where the people live at the resort. It was a great show a few seasons ago, but then the two brothers started playing with themselves in front of each other. And I was like, why? I'm not watching this.
I don't know.
You know what show I'm talking about. It got the funny lady on there.
The two brothers started playing with themselves?
So just take it back to the first season. You always tell me like, yo, you need to watch this. It's about people, they're on a resort.
Oh, White Lotus?
White Lotus. Bruh. I'm watching White Lotus, and I've never seen White Lotus before. I started from the newest season, and the brothers, I don't know what happened, but it seemed like they was about to start playing with themselves in front of each other. Brothers, siblings, blood brothers. Come on, bro. We not getting into none of that goofy stuff. Y'all doing too much. So, you know, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to finish the Mendez brothers joint either. I don't got nothing against nobody. But incestual things is just taking it too far. You know what I'm saying? If we talking incest, you got to give me Game of Thrones. That's the only time I can sit through any incestual behavior. Other than that, I'm cool. Y'all got it. Y'all enjoy. You don't need to tell me about it. You don't need to. I'm cool. You can warn me though. You know how when you watch a show it says violence, sex, smoking. Y'all need to put some more warning so people like me can say, I'm cool, y'all got it, good luck, I'm cool. But anyway, man, this was my first TV review. I'm loving my camera setup. My background is cool. You know what I'm saying? We got our little library, our little statues and all that. You know what I'm saying? We got the room spray. Shout out to these people too. They sent us this room spray. Oh, I can't. Oh, do I have it on a mode with the foggy? Anyway, I don't know if y'all can see this. It's called Cozy Place. Let me get a couple sprays. Shout out to my sponsors. Oh, yeah. Passion fruit and hibiscus, air freshener and fabric refreshener. Yeah, cozy. So, anyway, man, God bless everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day. You know, like I said, Social Proof album is out October 24th. We got 2 songs out right now, Gold for Gold and Champion Habit. I sprayed too much. Woo, that's strong. Wow, so that's good. It's a good product. You only need 1 spray. I sprayed it 4 times. Now I'm suffocating a little bit, but it's all good. Champion Habits, and Go for Gold. So make sure y'all tune in October 24th. Make sure y'all tap into the Instagram because I will be giving some previews of some songs and things like that. And I don't even think I'm gonna edit this. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna just load this up and just go with it. You know what I mean? No more overthinking, bro. We just rocking out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing crazy. I'm just giving my little opinion and music review, a movie review. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's anything that I should watch that you guys feel like I should watch. I'm gonna make a list of some of my favorite movies that I've watched over, and they're not all new. Certain movies I just seen recently, like I seen a movie called I think it's called The Game or something like that. Where I think it's Michael Douglas. It's probably from the 90s. That movie was all that. But anyway, I'm gonna make a list of movies that I've seen over the last year or two and just give my opinions on them. Some of them I love, some of them was garbage. They were supposed to be good and they wasn't good. Yeah, so that's how I'm feeling right now. So probably more movie reviews coming soon, TV show reviews. But anyway, if y'all got any suggestions, leave it in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. If you like what I do, I appreciate you. If you hate what I'm doing, leave it in the comments so I can know how to improve. I'm all the way open for creative criticism. So yeah, so with that being said, I guess this is one of my flaws of making videos. I don't know how to end them, so I'm gonna just hit the button. I'll let y'all.